Is LeBron James just a basketball legend, or is he the greatest of all time? From smashing records to breaking barriers, LeBron has accomplished it all. But does that truly make him the greatest? Buckle up as we explore his extraordinary journey on and off the court, compare him to the game's legends, and discover what truly distinguishes him as a basketball great. Whether you're a LeBron fan or a skeptic, this analysis may change your view. Let's get started. From boxing to golf, the debate over who is the greatest player of all time is as ancient as basketball. These chats can be found in a variety of settings, including barbershops, playgrounds, bars, and living rooms. We love these discussions, but why? Overall, they're enjoyable to see. Since James is still shattering records with the Los Angeles Lakers and outperforming opponents half his age, the Jordan versus James controversy is heated up. James' significant off-court influence was as vital in building his case as the greatest of all time. Most basketball fans agree that Michael Jordan is the best player in the history of the sport. Even the fame of Nike is due to him. Every single one of us has watched his dunk contests, worn his shoes, listened to Space Jam a lot, marveled at his last-second game-winning shots, and seen him perform live at the Bradley Center. Fans from all over the world collect jerseys, cards, and other things with his image on them because of how important he is. It wasn't easy for James to beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record for most points scored in an NBA regular season, but he did it. This month, he became the first player in NBA history to score more than 40,000 points. A Lakers game that was completely sold out celebrated the event. James keeps up his great play by scoring 25 points per game on average, even though he's the oldest player in the league at 39 years old. In NBA games as of November 2023, 4,862 players had taken part. Of those, only 10 had played in 20 or more seasons. James is even more different from his rivals because of this amazing number. StatHead.com says that this only represents 0.002% of all players, which shows how good he is and how long he's been playing. Because of all this, James becomes famous in his own right and solidifies his claim to being the best of all time. According to the sports cliche that asserts that numbers tell you everything, LeBron James has already overtaken Michael Jordan in terms of his number of seasons played. In spite of the fact that we're aware of how difficult it is to say this, the facts present a compelling argument. Michael Jordan is a hero thanks to his amazing career, which includes 6 NBA titles and 2 consecutive titles, which had never been done before. These achievements have led many NBA fans and experts to call him the league's all-time great. Still, Bill Russell would be called the best athlete of all time if winning championship rings were the only way to measure how good an athlete is. Russell was the best player in NBA history. He won a record 11 titles with the Boston Celtics. The fact that Russell's teammate Sam Jones, who has 10 title rings, is almost never mentioned when people talk about the best basketball players of all time is interesting. This shows how hard it can be to make these kinds of comparisons. Michael Jordan has 6 rings, but LeBron James has 4. James more than makes up for it with his great play in many statistical categories. When you look at things like assists, field goal percentage, three-point efficiency, and rebounds, LeBron has an edge over Kyrie. Even though LeBron scored 27.1 points per game and Jordan scored 30.1 points per game, Jordan had a much bigger effect than just scoring. He makes 50.5% of his field goals and 34.7% of his three-point shots each game. On average, he also gives out 7.4 assists and grabs 7.5 boards. Jordan has been in the NBA less time than LeBron, but Jordan has relatively performed better. Well, this season he's played in 400 more games, scored over 8,000 points, and grabbed 4,300 more boards than Jordan. Because he plays consistently and stays on the court for long periods of time, LeBron has almost reached Michael Jordan's career high of 11,000 assists, which shows how good he is at making plays. It's true that sharing is caring, because this part of LeBron's game makes the game better for everyone and helps his friends do better. Aside from basketball, LeBron's biggest effect comes from the fact that he's a leader and has a lot of influence. His outstanding performance levels, flexibility in adapting to different team dynamics, and ability to have an effect on games in ways other than scoring are what make him stand out. Because he can do a lot of different things, he's the threat to the usual ways of measuring success, which are based on wins and points. Jordan's teammate Scottie Pippen adds to the conversation with a different point of view. In an interview that came out in May 2023, Pippen made fun of Jordan's bad shot choices and selfish play early in his career. Pippen said this went on until the Bulls worked together as a team and started winning titles. Pippen says that when it comes to numbers, James is light years ahead of Jordan. There's no comparison is an interesting opinion that Pippen comes to after thinking about it. Not a single one. This means that James is the best player in the history of the game. Since basketball is a team sport, I'm not going to say for sure who the best player is. I think that's something that can be debated. It takes more than just being very athletic to be called the best athlete of all time. It also depends on how they use their power off the game. Take Muhammad Ali as an example. He was truly great not only because he could beat tough opponents, but also because he used boxing as a way to fight for race and social justice. LeBron James mirrors this approach by utilizing his prominence to address significant issues. In 2018, he openly criticized then-President Donald Trump, denouncing some of his policies as laughable and scary. This prompted Fox News host Laura Ingraham to label James's remarks as ignorant, and infamously advised him to shut up and dribble. Despite such stark opposition, James remained undeterred, illustrating a commitment to speaking out against injustices, a stance I admire and wish more athletes would emulate. Contrastingly, Michael Jordan was largely silent on social and racial issues throughout most of his career, only speaking out against police shootings in 2016. James's tale is remarkable and represents the American dream. Despite being born to a 16-year-old single mother and an absent father, he persevered and triumphed in Akron, Ohio. After foregoing his undergraduate degree to pursue a professional basketball career, LeBron James went on to construct a media and entertainment empire, invest in MLB and soccer clubs, and establish his family's philanthropic organization, the LeBron James Family Organization. Notably, hundreds of children receive school supplies and bicycles from this foundation. He overcame challenges to open Akron's I Promise School in 2018, which he considers his highest professional achievement. Despite the school's critics who point out that black children's test scores are in the worst 5% in Ohio and that there's a high teacher turnover rate, school supporters claim that change is incremental and that success does not happen overnight. Furthermore, under James's leadership, the University of Akron has committed to enrolling exceptional students, a promise with the potential to alter lives. James is a dedicated family man in his spare time. Jury, Bryce Maximus and LeBron "Bronny" James Jr. are the result of his 2013 marriage to Savannah Brinson, his high school sweetheart. Bronny and Bryce's NBA aspirations are a direct continuation of their fathers. A unique plot that adds dimensions to James's already compelling reputation and distinguishes him from Jordan and other legends is that he may have to play for another 2 or 3 years before his sons can possibly join him on the court. The more records James breaks, the stronger his argument for greatest of all time status, thanks to his effect both on and off the court. So that's all the time we had today, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and do hit the bell icon on your way out. See y'all next time.